You spend a lot of time in your head. Not the casual daydreaming that everyone talks about, but something deeper. A constant involuntary current of thought running beneath every conversation, every task, every moment of silence. You might have been told you're too sensitive or that you overthink things. Maybe you were called shy as a child or intense as an adult. You've learned to perform normality, to smile when you should, to speak when spoken to. But inside, the machinery never stops. If this sounds familiar, you've likely wondered what is wrong with you, why the world feels so loud, why small talk feels like lifting weights, and why you need hours alone just to feel normal again. Here is the psychological truth. Nothing is wrong with you. You are simply operating on a different frequency. In psychology, this experience often maps onto what researchers call sensory processing sensitivity, or what neuroscientists observe as a highly active default mode network. The default mode network is the part of your brain that activates when you aren't focused on the outside world, when you're resting, reflecting, or thinking about yourself and others. For most people, this network quiets down when they engage in a task. But for you, it stays online. It chatters. It connects dots other people don't see. It asks why until it reaches the floor of the universe. Think of your brain not as a standard processor, but as a high-speed server. You are taking in more data per second than the average person. Subtext in conversations, changes in light, the emotional weight of a room. This is not a disorder. It is a cognitive difference. It is a brain that has the volume knob turned up on everything. So how do you manage a system that never sleeps? You can't turn it off, but you can learn to filter the noise. Here is a practical framework grounded in behavioral psychology to quiet the chaos without silencing the genius. First, recognize the difference between active thinking and passive rumination. Active thinking solves problems. Rumination just replays them. Your brain believes that if it thinks about a problem long enough, it will solve it. But psychology shows that rumination actually impairs your ability to find solutions. Set a timer for 8 minutes. When the timer rings, the session is over. You are training your brain that thinking has a finish line. Second, externalize the load. Cognitive psychology tells us that our working memory is limited. When thoughts loop, it's because your brain is trying to hold too much at once. Write it down, a notebook, a notes app, a voice memo. Once the thought is on paper, your brain tags it as saved and releases it. You are outsourcing your memory to the physical world. Third, schedule your depth. High sensitivity people are often at the mercy of their inspiration. You feel things deeply, so you drop everything when you feel a spark. But this leads to burnout. Instead, use a concept called time boxing. Allocate specific hours of the day for deep thought, for creative work, for feeling. The rest of the time, you are allowed to be shallow. You are allowed to exist without meaning. Fourth, and most important, reframe your sensitivity as a strategic advantage. You are not anxious. You are anticipating. You are not fragile. You are detailed. You are not slow. You are thorough. In a world of shallow thinkers, your depth is not a curse. It is a rarity. Here is the mental model to hold on to. Imagine your mind is a forest. Most people walk the main path. It's clear, it's fast, it's well lit. But you hear things in the trees. You notice the moss on the north side of the bark. You feel the change in the wind before the storm arrives. It takes longer to walk through the forest because you are actually seeing it. The world needs people who see the forest, not just the path. So tonight, when your mind starts to race, don't fight it. Don't try to silence it. Just watch it. Observe the current without getting pulled under. You are not broken. You are not too much. You are just tuned into a frequency that most have forgotten how to hear. And that, quietly, is your power.